In 1977, a young magician became a worldwide sensation overnight. But he didn't wear nice suits like most magicians. He didn't have an amazing stage presence. In fact, he mumbled most of the time.
Name a suit for me.
And he didn't even perform on stage. He performed in the street.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah.
He broke all the rules of magic, gave up the lights, the smoke, the fireworks, all the things we're used to when it comes to magic, and at a time when magic had completely gone out of style. Yet, he became a superstar. Why? Because he was willing to do what every other magician was too scared to do. Every feat was more intense, more dangerous, and more impressive than any magician of the past. He stripped all the glam and all the glitter away, and he got down to what makes magic great: showing people something they've never seen before. And that's what I'm about to show you. I'm gonna show you how I used AI to create a service-based business and made $2,000 in just 1 hour, and how you can do it too by the end of this video. I call it the DB formula, which coincidentally stands for douchebag. But in this case, it's David Blaine. Now, this formula has been used before, and every entrepreneur who has had the balls to do it has succeeded. But now with the advent of AI, you don't even need balls. You can have little teeny tiny marbles for balls.
They have little tiny rice balls.
And still make money with this. So here's how it works. I want you to envision this like a triangle, and I'm about to explain what each point of the triangle means. And when you can do these things, you can have a service-based business overnight, making a ton of money with little teeny tiny marble balls. So think of the triangle as a service triangle, because we're doing a service. We're gonna sell a service to someone and charge for that, but we're gonna have AI do the work instead of us, so we can sit on our fat asses and do nothing. Isn't that what you want? Be honest, it is. You know it is, that's why you're watching the video. So the first thing we need is an audience for our magic trick. The audience I chose was business owners. Business owners. Why business owners? Because they always pay people to do tasks they don't want to do. And they don't even want to learn how to use AI to do it. But you will. Now, I'm about to tell you the 2 things you want to look for in order to create a service that they will pay for. But first, let me explain this point of the triangle. The second point of the triangle is the magic trick itself. What is the magic trick? The magic trick is a prompt. It's a prompt you will write in ChatGPT to accomplish something in a very short amount of time that would normally take you hours. So the service I decided to sell was a copywriting service, but not just any copywriting service. I specifically went after business owners that build email lists for their business. Why? Because every business owner that builds an email list for their business usually has a free book, ebook, or PDF they give away in order to get people to give them their email and join their email list. However, the business owner generally doesn't want or know how to write that book.
So you're not very smart.
So I bought and read a bunch of copywriting books and made a custom prompt based on the books so that ChatGPT would write their entire book in just a few prompts. And that brings me to the third point of the triangle: getting people to the show. We have to get the audience to the show so that we can perform the magic trick. So I went on my Facebook and I posted the following: I'll write your lead magnet for $500, and if you don't like it, you don't have to pay. And I'll write it before you even send the money. Who's in? Hundreds of people commented. Why? Because you can't turn down that offer. Which brings me to the offer pitch, which I will tell you in 1 second after I go back and explain the thing I just said I would explain to you a minute ago. But first, when I did this, hundreds of people commented. I talked to just 5 people, sent them to a form. They filled out the form. I copy and pasted what was in the form into ChatGPT. ChatGPT wrote the book. I took the book, I pasted it into Google Docs. I took the Google Doc, I sent it to the person. 5 of those people looked at it. 4 of them paid me $500 on the spot, no problem. 1 person did not like it and did not pay me. but that person also took 2 days to get back to me, so that person probably just sucked anyway. But still, in total, I spent 60 minutes copying and pasting and talking to people and made $2,000. Now, why did this work? It worked because there was 2 very important things I looked for in the business owner and 2 very important things I did in the offer. Been waiting long enough, I'll tell them to you now. When doing this, you need to find business owners that have services that they either pay for or would pay for, that solve a problem that they know they have and they don't want to do. Most business owners with an email list know they need copywriting, but they also don't like to do it or they don't know how. So I picked one very specific thing, creating a lead magnet like an ebook or a PDF. I read the copywriting books. I developed a custom prompt. Why a custom prompt? Because if you ask ChatGPT to do it by itself, it'll probably suck. So you have to create a custom prompt based off very specific things that make the output really good. So based on what the business owners knew they had to do but didn't want to do, I created a service using a magic trick or a prompt to do that thing in just a couple of minutes. Which brings me to the offer. You must do 3 things. Number 1, offer for less. Why? They're used to paying more. It would cost $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to have somebody write a book for you. I did it for $500. Do it faster. Normally you would wait weeks for someone to write a book for you. I got it to him same day. Cheaper, faster. And number 3, offer to do it with no money down. Why? How many times do people pay for things and it sucks? They pay for somebody to do something for them and it sucks. And so by offering to do it for less than normal, offering to do it faster, and offering to do it with no money down, and if they don't like it, they don't even have to pay, that, my friends, is one hell of a magic trick. And that's what David Blaine did. He did magic tricks that were more intense, more impressive, and more dangerous than anyone else. You are gonna do the same thing. You're gonna offer it for less, you're gonna do it faster, and you're gonna do it with no risk because you're not asking them for money down. And because it only takes you 5 minutes to do it, if a couple people here and there don't pay, who cares? You will be making money hand over fist. Now there's 2 more very important things you need to know to do this successfully. Number 1 is you need to figure out what service you're going to sell. I recommend you pick a service for an industry that you're at least familiar with. You don't have to be good at it because AI is going to do it for you. And you can make it great by simply reading some books on the matter and creating custom prompts. Now there is one more very important thing you're going to need to know to do this successfully. But before I tell you that, here's what you need to start thinking about now. What service can you sell what business owner that will let AI do it, and how can you do a good job? And how you can do a good job is you can go and read the resources you need to create the custom prompt to do a good job. Now I'm about to tell you that number 1 thing you need to know to be successful with this. But before I end the video with that amazing piece of advice, just know that if you'd like to see some examples of books that I wrote with my prompt that people paid for and were super happy with, I'll leave a link in the description where you can actually download them and check them out yourself. And now, the number 1 thing you need to know in order to be successful with this is how to create that amazing custom prompt. And the way you do that is you